Open your phone right now, and it won't take long to find a teenage millionaire leaning on a supercar, promising that you can live the exact same life by Friday if you just buy their course. Hitting that level of wealth in your teens or early 20s is a massive statistical anomaly. Even those who pull it off will admit that timing, market conditions, and plain luck played a heavy role. This split-screen matrix shows the disconnect. On the left is the social media promise, a world of instant status and liquid cash through some secret life hack. But on the right is the actual blueprint. Look closely at that right column. Grunt work, extreme isolation, locking up your cash. These are the actual requirements for accelerated success. Reaching financial freedom a decade early doesn't come from finding a shortcut. It requires adopting a lifestyle that aggressively limits the exact freedoms you usually associate with being young. The entrepreneur Iman Gadzhi built a framework of 7 principles that strips away the online hype to show the unglamorous mechanics of early wealth. To accelerate your financial milestones by 10 or 15 years, you have to trade away your standard young adult years in exchange. That means giving up casual socializing, ignoring peer validation, actively fighting lifestyle inflation, and denying access to liquid cash. Before you decide to chase the millions, you have to answer a very specific question. Are you actually willing to pay the hidden social and emotional costs? This chart plots personal sacrifice on the horizontal axis against professional leverage on the vertical. The first input, completely abandoning modern dating apps and casual flings, plots high. The next input, restricting your friends to a microscopic network of vetted peers, joins it. Stripping away the drama of casual dating and large friend groups creates a massive surplus of time and mental bandwidth. It also insulates you from people who only want to be around you for clout or money. But the cost is steep. You will experience periods of extreme isolation and entirely miss out on standard adolescent social development. To achieve maximum professional leverage, you have to convert your social life and relational capital into a highly defended fortress. If you do manage to make money young, you face an immediate psychological danger. Arrogance sets in quickly, and that ego destroys young wealth. You counter this by starting at the absolute bottom as a pawn. You perform the unglamorous, subservient client work and pay your dues quietly without complaining. Look back at the chart. We're adding unglamorous grunt work and external humbling mechanisms, like combat sports or highly competitive business arenas where you are guaranteed to fail frequently. Engineering your own humiliation actively prevents self-sabotage. It also signals to established industry veterans that you respect the pecking order, which earns their mentorship. The trade-off means swallowing your pride, doing work you think is beneath your intelligence level, and deliberately walking into environments that will beat you down. You either build external systems to crush your own ego, or the free market will eventually step in and humble you with devastating financial consequences. When you step into a boardroom at 20 years old, people will automatically try to discredit you. You have to manipulate professional optics to survive in those rooms. That requires entirely abandoning the heavily branded, flashy designer clothing that serves as the uniform for social media wealth. On our chart, adopting a high-quality, unbranded, classic wardrobe plots as a relatively low sacrifice, but yields incredibly high leverage. You wear timeless silhouettes, like a smart blazer and fitted shirt, to purposefully mask your youth. This neutralizes the automatic age bias. By looking older and dressing understated, you force older professionals to evaluate you purely on your competence rather than your trendiness. The trade-off here is that you lose the ability to signal your status to your own peer group. You have to dress significantly older than your biological age. True professional leverage doesn't come from standing out to people your own age. It comes from prioritizing your ability to blend in with power. All of this setup leads to the final and most vital principle: how you manage early financial profits the second they hit your bank account. You have to take that early cash and aggressively push it away from yourself, locking it into highly illiquid assets like property or physical gold. Most young earners make a catastrophic mistake here, keeping cash liquid for crypto or supercars. On our chart, committing to a liquid asset allocation sits at the extreme top right corner, demanding the maximum sacrifice for maximum leverage. Illiquidity protects your capital from your own immature impulses. It proves to the broader market that your success is sustainable rather than a one-time fluke. The cost is that you will be cash poor on paper. You will be entirely unable to buy the flashy lifestyle items that visually validate your success until you hit your late 20s. The ultimate test of a young millionaire is a disciplined refusal to actually look like a millionaire in the present. Extreme early wealth is a grueling exercise in delayed gratification. It is a restrictive grind, not a shortcut to a party lifestyle. This flowchart maps the required sacrifice. Are you willing to eliminate casual socializing and lock up your cash? Yes places you in the hyper-ambitious category, cleared for the ascetic grind. No, just to flex a supercar, makes you a fast cash dreamer. Abandon this pursuit entirely. That fast cash mentality is incompatible with patience. Pursuing early wealth with that mindset guarantees the market will crush you. But there is a middle ground on our tree for the young professional optimizer who wants career acceleration but refuses absolute social isolation. If you are an optimizer, you can extract the modular tactics from this framework. You can dress cleanly, engineer your humility, and respect industry veterans to accelerate your career at a normal pace without sacrificing your youth entirely. The market always extracts a toll for early success. The choice isn't about whether you have to pay, it's about deciding today exactly which price you are willing to afford.